Chapter 25. Rhys. Mistake. My shoes echo as I pace the length of the tile floor in the Skyline conference room. Perhaps choosing this room was a mistake. It's a beautifully designed space. High ceilings, sleek mahogany table, glass walls all around. My steps halt in front of the floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the lights of the city. I clasp my hands together behind my back and wonder if I could ever call San Diego home. If I'm being honest, Kacey is the closest thing to home right now. The way she listens with her full attention, and little details, such as getting the brand of tea I like, or convincing me to walk barefoot on the beach in the middle of winter. She's precisely what I need. I'm not certain of much in my life right now, but I'm certain of her. I'm not ready for this to end. She's brought out the best in me. I want to do that for her too. But I might lose her tonight if I can't make her understand why I did what I did. A knock sounds at the door, and Kacey slips inside, holding up her mobile.
I got your text.
She scans the room with a guarded expression, no doubt unimpressed with my decorating skills. The lights I borrowed from Aaron are strewn haphazardly about the table. Admittedly amateurish. This is not my wheelhouse.
What are we doing here, Rhys?
I promised you we'd talk.
Interesting choice of room.
Yes, well, I figured I'd either redeem it or make you want to torch it entirely. At any rate, there's no reason to make you dislike your favorite, the dungeon. She breathes out a reluctant laugh.
And what's with the cloche-covered dishes and the artfully arranged Christmas lights?
Testing out my decor skills. What do you reckon? She half smiles and sets her mobile down on the table.
Could use some work.
Bother. I thought I'd done a proper job of it. I keep to the opposite side of the room. Too far away for my taste, but I'm giving her the option to approach me. I wish I had Kacey's boldness to just say what's on my mind and let the chips fall where they may.
The rustic distribution of the lights could be aesthetically pleasing in some instances.
Her eyes meet mine, and she trails off. I hope my intensity isn't too much. I'm trying to keep things light before they get too deep. My mouth goes dry, and my heart hammers in my chest as I consider how best to explain. Kacey, my voice is much more solemn than I intend. About tonight.
Yes, about that.
She says the words as if they taste sour. Forgive me, I motion to the chairs. Would you like to sit?
I'll stand,
she says evenly. I nod. The tension hums in the air between us, straining our connection tight as a high wire. One more ratchet and it'll snap. I'm loath to continue. What if these are the last moments she and I are on good terms? What if she never speaks to me again? I suck in a breath. Right. Shall I, My hands don't know where to go, so I shove them into my pockets. Would you rather go first? What a coward I am. Anger flashes in her eyes.
I have nothing to confess or explain.
No, of course you don't. I only meant, do you have questions for me or? I'm making a right dog's dinner of this conversation. I need to tell her. This is what I came to do. Might as well get on with it. The truth is, I inhale sharply. I gave Leanne her engagement ring back. Kacey blinks, and her mouth falls open.
You what?
Her hands come up in defense as I scramble to explain. I didn't intend to give it to her. That's not why I had it with me tonight.
Why did you?
She gestures impatiently with her hands, palms up. Well, when you showed me the emerging entrepreneur donation area and explained how it would work, I thought I'd slip it into the donation box.
The box was going to be for cash donations only,
Kacey says. Yes, I know, but I figured I'd leave the envelope blank so it would be untraceable, and I hoped the organization could get something for it. But then the plan changed, switched to individual student product support, and there went that idea.
Okay.
She sets her hands irritably on her hips. But I still needed to get rid of the ring. You see, it had become my armor of sorts, a reminder of the pain that comes from letting people in. The first night after Leanne ended it, I discovered that when I held the ring, instead of unbearable heartache, I simply felt numb. I could handle numb. So even though my original plan was dashed, I hoped there might still be a way to get rid of it tonight. Kacey's heels click as she wanders over to the window and stands yards away from me. Does the thought of touching me disgust her now? Warmth creeps up my neck, and I loosen my cravat. When you suggested a treasure hunt and put me in charge of the boxes, I figured that was my chance. I was about to put the ring in with a gold watch when Leanne accosted me, so I dropped the ring back into my pocket. Later, when the hunt began, I went in search of any box I could find to slip the ring in. But as I was searching behind the karaoke machines, I heard Leanne crying. Kacey's lips form a thin line.
The
last thing I wanted to do was comfort her. believe me. But I couldn't just ignore her. What if something had happened? So I asked her if she'd been hurt.
And?
She wasn't, not physically. But, unsurprisingly, Nigel was being an absolute muppet. Kacey makes a throaty scoff.
What's that mean?
A fool. An idiot. You know. Her face tells me she does not know. Regardless, she says.
Go on.
As you saw for yourself, Nigel is not a gentleman. The way he treats women is despicable, which was one reason it was so hard to accept Leanne leaving me for him. If treating her right got me a broken heart and abandoned at the altar, and the guy who treats women like they're interchangeable gets the girl, why even try? With her arms wrapped around her waist, Kacey's slender fingers pick absently at the edge of a flower design on her hip. She told me Nigel had been cheating, staying out all night. Said she was getting what she deserved. Which, fine, maybe she was, but no one deserves to feel worthless. So I gave her the ring, not because she needed it, but because we both needed to let go. And I needed to let her know she was forgiven. Kacey nods slowly several times, thinking.
That's very mature of you.
Honestly, you've made me forget I ever needed armor. For the past 2 years, my life has been empty, without a hint of sunshine to melt my heart that froze over the day Leanne walked out on me. But then, I get a call to meet Leo Briggs's daughter at the White House. And you, gorgeous girl, were pure sunshine from the first moment we met. I face her, but she continues to stare out at the night sky. Perhaps I'm making a total fool of myself right now. Perhaps she can't wait for me to stop, so she can tell me to get lost. At any rate, I forge ahead. Your vivacity was overwhelming at first, especially since I was such a Scrooge, but somehow you slipped past every wall I built. 2 weeks, and it feels as if I've known you a lifetime. And while I'll always crave the quiet, I only want it if you're the one beside me now. Kacey's chin moves, and her mouth turns down. Is she angry? Sad? I can't tell. I close the few paces between us and take my time reaching for her hand, giving her the chance to pull away. She doesn't. My fingers wrap around hers, and I tug gently, urging her to face me. Her eyes glisten with unshed tears. She blinks, and they glide down her cheeks. Brilliant, Rhys. You've made her cry. I brush them away with my thumbs, then sweep the hair off her brow. My hands fall away, not wanting to rush or pressure her. Please don't cry, love. The last thing I wanted was to hurt you. She blinks again, and more tears cascade to the floor. My mind circles back to love, a casual term of endearment, but not for me. Not for us. I never would have believed it possible in such a short time. But searching my fully thawed, racing heart, I realize I am indeed in love with her. Normally, I'd ponder this, hold it in, keep it to myself for as long as I could. Except I don't have time for that. If I don't tell her now, I may never get another chance. So I swallow, take both her hands in mine, and say, Kacey Briggs, I'm in love with you. I know it seems too soon, and impossible, but I'm sure of it. More tears. Fantastic. I've told her I love her, and it's made her cry harder. My eyes search hers for a hint of what she's feeling. At the moment, they're clouded over, uncertain. That's all right. She can take her time processing my declaration. I'll stand here all night if I have to. I spent years trying to make myself impenetrable, and somehow she made it feel safe to be transparent. Whatever happens next, she's already changed everything.